Hey everyone, I'm Ruth. Welcome back to another video. In this tutorial I will be painting a sea with soft pastels. It's very easy and fun to do, so let's get right into the tutorial. I start by taping my paper to the surface. Then I draw a line for the horizon. And I start painting in the sky with light blue. I go over it with darker blue and blend it together. I use my finger for the blending, but if you don't want your fingers to get dirty, of course you can also use a soft tissue or a sponge or any other tool to blend the pastels out. Now I start with the sea and I use a very dark blue for the sea in the back, above the waves, and a lighter blue, and blend these two together. Here I paint in some basic wave shapes. And some highlights to create some depth in the sea already. I use several shades of blue and also some grayish shades. Now I start with the wave itself, and behind the wave I use dark blue to create some shadow, and for the wave itself I use a lighter color, greenish blue color, to paint the wave in. And as you can see, I'm just painting in the basic shape of the wave. And underneath the wave, I paint a darker greenish blue, and I blend these colors together. And in front of the wave, the sea is darker again, so I paint in some darker blue and already some sea foam with my white. And as you can see, these are really basic shapes. I'm not painting in any detail yet, just the basic shapes to get started. And now I use my white to create the sea foam. And also here it's just the basic shapes of the sea foam and already some splatters. And I use my Caran-d'Ache pastel pencil Chinese white to draw in some details on the sea foam. And for this painting I use my Rembrandt soft pastels. And as I said before, some Caran-d'Ache pastel pencils. And in the front there is a lot of sea foam, and here you see me drawing in the basic shapes with my pastel pencil. And as you can see, first I draw in the sea foam with the pencil, and then I blend it out with my finger, and later on I'll go over it again with my pencil and my soft pastels as well. Underneath the sea foam, I paint in some shadow with a slightly darker color to give dimension and depth to my painting. I'm just building up layers with several colors, various shades of blue and green to create a realistic look. And in between the sea foam, I add some green, some sea green, because I don't want the foam to look like a white area, just completely white. I want it to have dimension and depth. So therefore, I also paint in some green in between the sea foam. And onto the sea foam in the front, I paint another layer of white, then the darker blue and green in between the sea foam for the sea itself. And I blend it out with my finger again and add more layers of white and blue and green. And one of the nice things of pastel is that you can correct mistakes very easily. You just go over it again with the pastel, and the mistakes are very easy to correct this way. I'll show you later on in this tutorial. Adding more white to the sea foam and more blue as well, creating several layers. Now I paint in some sea foam on the sea behind the wave. And some more sea foam on the wave itself. Some darker blue on the sea behind the wave. Just blending it out with my fingers and adding more color on top. Adding some more sea foam. Splashes of sea foam as well. And here I decided to paint in another wave behind the wave in the front. So I started the same way as the first wave, creating the basic shapes and then the sea foam, adding more white on the sea foam. Just building up layers, the same way I did with the wave in front. Adding more dark blue in between the waves. Just changing the shape of the wave because I wasn't happy with it. And I decided to remove the whole wave because I thought it didn't look well at all to have two waves in this painting. And as you can see, I can really easily correct it. I'm just adding color and blending with my finger and just keep going, adding color, darker blue to restore the sea as it was before. And so the mistake is corrected. I have to do some more blending and adding some more color. So you don't see the wave I painted anymore. But that works pretty well. Use my Caran d'Ache pastel pencil to add some dimension to the sea, and also my soft pastels to add darker blue. Just building up the colors to create a realistic look. So back to the wave in the front. I'm adding some more sea foam, some more details with my pastel pencil. Also on top of the wave, some more foam. sea foam in the back, on the dark part of the sea, with my soft pastel and my pastel pencil. And the paper I work on is pastel matte. It works really well with soft pastels, pastel pencils, but also with colored pencils. It's really nice paper to work on with all these mediums. Another layer of white on the sea foam to brighten it up, to make it really white. More work on the sea behind the wave. Keep adding layers and colors. And also on the sea foam, some more splashes. More details with my pencil. Another layer of white to the sea foam in the front, so it really pops, and some greenish blue in between, and more shadow underneath the sea foam. Just keep going, adding layers and colors until you're happy with the result. More final touch-ups on the sea behind the wave. More sea foam on the wave itself. And then I'm ready to take off the tape. And this is the final result. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell to get informed when a new video comes out. You can leave a comment down below and don't forget to share my video with all your friends. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you. Bye.